everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's play now, baby. Let's go. Let's dominate this.
Here we go. Cut.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Another keeper here by Vick.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. There's Michael Vick throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing completion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. And your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's got the better backs in the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Vick, option right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they have the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
James. And he takes this one in. The Colts touchdown. Edgerrin James with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And this will leave a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ringo!
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bravo switch, bro. Check. Smash. I'm not lying.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's go now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. This one complete to Scott Miller.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the play ball, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Vick will look to throw on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to go down again.
Now,
Get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now here's Vick. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
Back to it after the pick 6. Vick. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 2nd and 10. Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Come on.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
This is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
Well, incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense,
Alert!
alert so far. Let's see if we can get something going here on third down.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Devontae Smith deep to return.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. These guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Edgerrin James on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On second and a couple. Vick to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Vick on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense. They'll keep you in the game to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 42-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First down, Vic. And he's able to find Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Vic readies to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Vic. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now at Soldier Field. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's James. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been. Vic loses the football. It's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Vic operating on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Vic now. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Vic. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he will have the Bears 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And now here is another interception.
picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On the ground, it's James. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready?
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about...
as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out.
Now Eric Dickerson, who spent over 4 years as an Indianapolis Colt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short the sticks.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Man open, it's lost complete. And way up past the 35 before it's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dickerson trying the right side. And he's got some space here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
13.
Jackson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No, we changed it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? 19 Lions.
Back to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done.
Touchdown, Colts! Rob Gronkowski from 21 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. First, second, and 12.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Dickerson on the handoff. And this will not get close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the 26.
No, we changed it. 13.
They're going on fourth down, and
It's Jackson looking long for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hurry, hurry!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from the coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Hey, middle.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice shot! Nice shot! Nice shot!
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Inside give to Dickerson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running it with Dickerson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Touchdown! Edgerrin. us, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, and go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready, set.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Clay Matthews, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to take that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 62 yards.
And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
70 Lions.
They run it to James. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And Quan Bolden. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go, here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run on first down. It's James, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
There we
They'll
go.
go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Dave Casper from 3 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. That was his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Let's go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. James has got it. Committed. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Mustang 19. Viking 18. Hustle.
Up the middle they go. James. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Edger and James. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them out previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Let's go now.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the... And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, smash.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Look at the juke. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown Colts. Rob Gronkowski. 41 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Come 19! Come 19!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Now. Bronco 80.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Ready, break.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it. And now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
He finds Bolden.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding
bring him to a short gain.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Come on, set. 19 right. Check smash.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 25 yards that time. Smith, the man in motion left. On first down, it's James. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Edgerrin James, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I've met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Antonio Cromartie. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Antonio Cromartie is no different than the rest of us. He dreams of making the big play at the end of the game and sealing a victory for his team.
Well, the difference is here, you used to do it. He just did it and has done it before. I've never done it.
I didn't do it either, but I dreamed the same way. Congratulations to him. He just finished that game off with an interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do?
Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage.
Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set! Big 20!
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smoke it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Well, they had to know that that was a fake defensively, and yet they still couldn't stop it. I mean, they snapped it from the other side of the field.
I go right back to when I was a player. In this situation, It's automatic. The entire bench on your side is screaming, watch the fake, watch the fake. And somehow they got it done anyway. Talk about falling asleep at the switch. Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 29, Stafford. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, 29 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets inside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hustle, hustle, hustle. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Colts, nothing. Brings Zerline set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the jump. Ready.
2nd and 5. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Ready. Hey, smash.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. James. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Let's go.
In motion left goes Smith. Right back to him on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 3. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Calvin Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 94 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as 5 seconds to go until halftime.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going.
Let's go
Sometimes
now.
you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gronkowski. 55 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
It's tempting to try to add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
22!
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got a man. It's Jerry Rice. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready! Zebra!
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Smith has it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's James. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Okay, this is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
65.
He'll drop the throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. That surprised me. Did that surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hey, smash.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down now, it's James. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw here. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll see the slot in motion left. 2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, tried to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needs to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs.
Let's go now.
Pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot.
Here we go.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Go,
And the slot man goes in motion left.
ready.
They'll run on first down. It's James. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And
they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's James. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Here we go.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Motion left goes Smith. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Marvin Harrison complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now receiver in motion left. On 1st down, James. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now,
Okay,
in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll leave it on the ground. It's James. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's James. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
He's got a man, complete. And they rattle off a big one. 76 yards. One last throw here for Stanford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down now. It's James, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season.
us, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded right around the 8. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 93 yards. And the 49ers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And they send the slot in motion left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds Gronk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Come 19! Come 19!
On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. James. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
18 Rattlers.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready? Street.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. James. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stepped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Smith, the man in motion left. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's James. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing a second and 6 from the 8.
Hurry!
Back to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready up!
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown Colts. Calvin Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Here we go.
14-yard line, second and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off by Antonio Cromartie.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. It's James.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown! Calvin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And when they're down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
19 Tiger, 19
1st and 10 here. And you know, if they can just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Ready?
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Zerline's kick is up and through, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready, ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll send the slide motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Let's go now.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Johnny Lions. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Here we go. Viking 18, Buffalo 18. Go check. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
On the ball now.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hurry.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
That's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Check it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Let's go
it's
now.
1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Can officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Robinson.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback, scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to champ.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there that's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Ready?
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.